Hello and welcome to Breaking News. Now, just to clarify, this is a backup because the one I was going to do about Mark Webber's retirement didn't exactly work when I uploaded it onto YouTube. So instead, I found a new article and it is about Mercedes going ahead to look at their 2014 car. It is by The Sun and Chris Hockley. It was published 10 hours ago, and basically, I'm just going to do as I always do, summarize it, break down the main points, give my take on it, and, as always, have a bit of fun with it. So, you're probably wondering, what is this big news? Well, it is Mercedes. They are deciding by about May this year that half of the workforce at the Brackley factory will be looking into the 2014 car. As we all know, there will be major rule changes for next season. We're going 8-speed V6s, and we're only allowed 100 kilograms an hour of fuel consumption compared to 150 kilograms an hour of fuel consumption, which we are using at the moment with the 7-speed V8. So, basically, what I think about is that they are making a smart move. They're making the right choice as far as I can see. I'm hoping many teams do follow suit with this, but the earlier you get a head start, the better it is. I mean, like 2009, Braun, which was Mercedes back in 2009, if you remember all the way back to then when it was Jensen and Rubens, they won the world title with only like 2 weeks of preparation and testing. But anyway, that's not always how it goes. So you want to look at a lot of preparation because basically you need, your car to be ready. And the thing is, they're also saying with this new move, Lewis Hamilton could have a shot at winning the Drivers' Championship next year, which is great for the Mercedes team. Mercedes team chief Toto Wolff stated, I would say that in May we would have around 50% of our workforce on the 2014 car. And that's great for Mercedes as far as I can say. They needed to get the car ready early. They've been coming up a little bit. Lately they went down to the 9-10 driver slots for this season after losing constructors to Lotus Renault GP. But if they come up and do this car all developed early, they can do the R&D for it and get all the R&D paths sorted out of what they want to do early, so they know exactly what they're looking at during the season. And it also depends on the tyres as well. There've been reports that Pirelli's tyres this year are a little bit all over the place. Some teams they go really, really good with. Other teams they don't go as well with. As we saw with Nico Rosberg at the race in Bahrain last weekend, in which his tyres were burning up at least 5%, 10% quicker than any of the other cars on the grid, which means he's going to do earlier pit stops and possibly even more pit stops. Because if you calculate it, if you have a 57 lap race like Bahrain is, and you need to make 4 pit stops where everyone needs to make 3, that's 20 seconds going down the drain. That's 20 seconds going down the drain. That is not good. But with this new thing that Mercedes are doing with their car for next year, they're saying that Lewis Hamilton vows to become number 1 driver in the world once again, which I would love to see Lewis Hamilton take the title of Mercedes Grand Prix. I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, as you can see, but let's not worry about that one too much. As I said, I got a cold, so let's not worry about it. You all know Mercedes, if you really follow back to the original Formula 1 in 1955-56, Mercedes team had one Manuel Fangio and Sterling Moss drive for them. I burped. It's not funny, people. Not funny. Actually, it's kind of funny when I think about it. But as I was saying, they had one Manuel Fangio and Sterling Moss driving for them, which was they won both the world titles in the 2 years 55, 56, and then dropped out of the sport until they came back in 2009, in which they've been on the cusp of the top groups, but more into the upper midfield. So, as I've been talking about this project that Mercedes are working on for next year, I might start to talk a little bit more about next year. Now, it is believed that Mercedes have both their drivers locked in, which is actually a good thing, and then the drivers can work with the guys at the factory on what they want as the special components of the car, which is a lot more helpful than having a car but no drivers. Like at the moment, many teams have got, because I think only 5 or 6 drivers are signed in. Anyway, that'll do. I'm probably almost going to reach 6 minutes with this episode, but that will do, and I'll probably see you around the time of the Spanish Grand Prix.